Hello, thank you for watching. If you've wondered how to get a cassette, a Shimano cassette off of a wheel, and you've got a Shimano Ultraglide or Hyperglide cassette, then this is how you do it. The Hyperglide, which is the more common these days, has got a lock ring around the outside with some splines, and what you need is a tool like this which slides into those splines, locates. You then need a chain whip. You need a chain whip tool. Stick it on maybe the third or fourth sprocket up. And then with a spanner or socket, depending on the type of tool you've got, you unscrew. This one is fairly easy because I've had it off earlier, but sometimes you need a little bit of force on them. But you do that, and then the lock ring comes off with the first sprocket usually. Sometimes a couple of them come loose or come free, and then you just slide them off. When you're refitting, you'll notice that one of these splines is narrower than the other. There it is, that one there. So you locate the narrow spline on your cassette and make sure that they go on the right way round. There we go, that one slides on there. And then depending on the number of sprockets which are separate, again, you've got a thin or a smaller hole which goes on the small spline. Then the last one, get that in the right position as well. It's critical you get them in the right way round. Then you put your lock ring back on, and then with your lock ring tool you tighten up. You don't need a chain whip to tighten them, only to loosen. There we are, and that is now tight. Now, if you've got the Ultraglide, which is one which was used prior to the HG cassettes coming out, you'll notice there are no splines in there, so you don't need a tool like this. You don't need a tool, but what you do need is two chain whips. And what you do there is you put one chain whip on the higher sprockets, like so, and then the outer sprocket unscrews. So you need to put a chain whip on the opposite direction on the outer sprocket. Hopefully you can get that on the, there we go, on the video. And you turn against them. There we go. That loosens it off. And then that outer sprocket unscrews. There we are, because there's a thread on the inside. Then the next sprocket and a spacer come off. Take the chain whip off. Then there's a spacer. And then the other sprockets come off as one. When you're fitting it back on, all of the sprockets, all of the spacings are the same all the way round. So there is no thin, narrow one, so you can put them on in any position you want to. Make sure you put the spacer, the larger sprocket, and then the screw-on smaller sprocket on. Once you've got the smaller one on, again, you only need one chain whip. Be careful to put the thread on square because you don't want to cross the threads. Trying to do this at an angle, which is not the easiest. Gloves don't help either. There we go. So that's just screws on. And then you just need one chain whip on the outer sprocket. Get on as many teeth as you can. And just tighten up. And there we are. And that is a Shimano Ultraglide cassette. Sorry for the amateurish video, but I thought that might help some people. Thank you for watching.